Hello and welcome to I Am with Eric Faria. I am your host, and it is my pleasure here to talk today to Bibiana Pinto, who is here to talk about her project. She is the CEO and founder of H.O.P.E, which is the Humanitarian Organization for Physical Education. Correct?
Correct. Hi, thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you for
having
being
me.
here. Welcome. So, we were talking about your organization, what you want to achieve. So, first, let's go a little bit, back in time. And I just wanted to know, how did you first get involved with rhythmic gymnastics, which is what your specialty right now with H.O.P.E, correct?
Yes, correct.
So, how did you get involved?
Well, my sister was born with like a double joints, very flexible. So the doctor recommended for her to get strengthen her muscles. So my mother took her to the club, the Grêmio Náutico União. I am from the south of Brazil. So, and she put her on artistic gymnastics. By the time and then I was 5 by the time, and she was 7.
Sure.
And of course, I wanted to do it because my big sister was doing, but I was too little. They didn't accept it for 7 and up.
Sure.
And then my coach, by the time was starting the rhythmic gymnastic program, said, "Okay, let her play here. Let her play." And I was playing until I was 17. So that's how it started. So it started with 6, I won my first state competition.
Wow.
So, and then we were like presentations. I was little and cute. I was doing a lot of attention. And then, of course, for a young child, when you get all this attention, and I really I was really good at it. So my parents always said that I was with clubs, and I was really not so much flexible like my sister, but I was really good with coordination. So by early age, I was really good. So then we started competing more seriously, and then around 10, 11, so I have other friends that joined we are friends up to now. So we were kind of sisters because we were training 5 days a week for 4 hours at least by age of 10.
Wow.
And
so you form like a family. So
yes, it was like I was so half day in school and half a day in the gym. So, and then you go back home, and then you have snack,
right.
lunch, homework, go to sleep. So that's not much time else.
Right.
So that's what happened when you dedicate to a sport and you wanted to achieve something.
Right.
So and then we started getting the group. So rhythm gymnastics is a sport that you do individual or you do as a group, as a team.
Yeah, talk a little bit more about the rhythmic gymnastics, because I think a lot of people know more about gymnastics artistic gymnastics, right? That you see with
the tumbling,
the floor,
exactly,
the floor exercise, people, jumping.
And Simone Biles, our star.
Right.
Yeah, so this is a point that makes me sad, because United States is a produce champions and top champions.
Sure, especially in the women's, right?
In the women's and all. And rhythm gymnastics is such an unknown sport around here. So now we have here Laura Zhang is one of the top athletes that she went the most condecorated in rhythm gymnastics. Wow. And she's starting getting some visibility. But nobody knows. Everybody tells me and gets me said, "Oh, that's not the regular gymnastic." It is. And it's an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
And they say the ribbon. Oh, it's just like the girls with the ribbon. But it's like a ballet. Nobody questions the strength and ability of a ballerina. And rhythm gymnastics, they are ballerinas with all the apparatus handling. So it's 5 apparatus they need to master. So it's really intense work, and they need to start by age 5, 4 or 5. So if they want to be really good, because there's a lot of flexibility, so over bend, over split, and plus the training with apparatus. A lot of ballet foundation, so a lot of dancing.
Yeah.
So end up to be, it's so beautiful because the girls develop a sense of confidence, because it's they are dancing and they are getting more music and dance and And the competitive, they go for nationals, regionals, and get medals. And it's not only the recital in the end of the
Right.
year.
Yes.
That is all that. And it is like a very serious sport. It's under the umbrella of the USA Gymnastics. The same person, the same organization that rules artistic gymnastics, rules also rhythm gymnastics.
Okay.
With international federations, the very rules. So people don't think it's a real sport. So that's what I'm trying to change that.
Yeah.
And to change that, we need to create awareness.
Sure.
And perform and show what the girls can do, and the parents get to know how serious it is, and how much they can grow in a sport, and they can. The girls can. It's amazing. It's amazing to see the progress and.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing it at the Olympics. That's the only time that I remember seeing rhythmic gymnastics, being performed. I remember the apparatus, them using it. We're going to go over them. I want you to explain them to the audience later. But how did you, since you were a little kid, you were involved, and then you stepped away. So how did it come back into your life?
Yes, so first, the end of my career, so I was from the national, the Brazilian national team.
Sure.
And we
So
by
you
the time,
you traveled, you competed internationally.
I went to Yugoslavia for Sarajevo. It was in 1989. It was our long time ago. Our first world championship.
Wow.
We were 14 years old.
Wow.
And it was one of the best place that Brazil got, because Brazil also was a very unknown sport, and no sponsor, all the parents need to pay for our expenses.
Wow.
So it was really hard. And we need to do, sometimes we didn't have a gym to train. So we were the Brazilian national team, and the basketball, the little kids basketball had priority over the gym over us.
Oh my goodness! So in the court,
in
right?
The court, so because we need height. The problem to toss the apparatus and do all the crazy stuff that we do, we need a lot of height. So a gym is appropriate, and so that was the main problem, and it is the problem that I have now. So the space is really is really not. So so then the next year in 90 we went to we did internship with the Ukrainians. That was the best of so 1 month of really hard training, and then in 91 it was the end of my career. We went to the Pan American Games in Cuba, and we won for Brazil the first international medal, so a silver.
Wow!
Silver medal.
So you got second place of all the countries in the Americas.
Yes, so Brazil, and that started a very strong foundation for the group routine. So now I just went over to the Pan American Game in Daytona Beach to watch and to do a coaching, a coach training and apparatus handling clinic with a very famous Bulgarian coach called Adriana Dunevska.
Wow!
So she's amazing. And so I got to experience and see, and I was really happy because the girls that used it to train and compete with me, now they are the cutting edge, the leading of the Brazil, the elite team, and they won. They are the best group in the Americas. They beat Canada, they beat the United States, even with no very little sponsorship, very little resource. So I don't believe that that United States, with all that producing,
the resources,
the resources that we have here, we could have an amazing team, team. So, but the rhythm gymnastics needs to be more.
People need to know more about it.
Yes, how great this sport is, especially for young girls, and it is a real sport, a very tough and a very competitive sport.
I believe you.
Yes.
I believe you. So we're going to take a little break, and then I want you to explain all of the apparatus. And but this is fascinating, and I'm learning so much. So
nice.
Thank you. And stick with us. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to I Am with Eric Faria. Today I'm here with Bibiana Pinto, and she was talking about how you came back to gymnastics, to rhythmic gymnastics after being away for a while, right?
Yes, almost 30 years. Yeah. Yes. Rhythm gymnastics I thought it was locked in my past. So this is not who I am anymore.
Right.
So this is all over now. I have a family, and we moved to the United States, and we settled here, and then my son was born, and then my daughter was born in 2012, and I know it's, of course, she was 2, 3, and she had like this beautiful point already. Her feet was already like, my husband always said, whatever you had a girl would be like doing rhythm gymnastics, but she is talented,
Sure.
and she has like the body already for rhythm gymnastics, or gymnastics, or ballet, or dance, or whatever she wants to do. So I started looking for places. Let me try to find a rhythm gymnastics place around here, and I just found one. Nothing in Westchester, nothing in Greenwich, just in Stanford, mid-Stanford, as you call Sporty Princess. And I called the owner, and by the my daughter was 2, and she said, okay, let's hold until she's 3. She's too young. Okay, let's hold her. And then I took her, and then she started doing. And then I went back to the gym, and I saw the apparatus and the smell of the carpet, the smell of the gym. All these memories started coming back, and then I said, wow, and it's like you ride a bike. Of course, the flexibility and all the things, it's not there anymore.
Right, but you never really forget.
Yeah,
right?
the extent that I was training, like by the end of my
Right.
career, we were training like 8 hours a day. It was
Wow.
like a lot.
Yeah.
So of course, it's not there anymore. But the apparatus handling, it's amazing how you can do a lot of
You pick it up, like, right away.
You don't lose it. Like you 30 years without getting a bike, you go in a bike and you do it.
It's true.
It's amazing. And I started doing yoga, and yoga started open up my body and bring back the flexibility. So the muscle memory started coming back, and then I started like opening again and started regain the flexibility, strength, and everything. So as the space is created inside my body because everything was locked. So Regina was here.
She was here on the first show. Yeah.
She's one of my gurus. So she remembers. It's amazing to see in 2 years how much, because I could not touch the feet anymore. Whatever I would like try to do a back bend or go head down, the blood would rush I would like get dizzy.
Sure.
So I was completely locked inside my body. And as I started to open up, gymnastics started coming back to my life, and with Amanda, with my daughter, so in the gym. So the owner, the coach at Sporty Princess, saw that. So I started like, okay, I can help you. Like, so while on her class, I was helping her with the girls, because rhythm gymnastics is such an unknown sport that it's difficult to get coaches around. So for artistic gymnastics, you open a gym, you have like 10 coaches willing to help you.
Yeah.
So she has the same problem that I'm having now. We don't have help for coaches. So I was there with the expertise coming back to me. So I get in touch with all the girls, and my daughter doing, and me doing. So every time it started coming back. So it was an amazing process. So then H.O.P.E came alive, because by the time it was like October, we became, my husband and I became American citizens. And so I was doing an event to raise funds to help a charity in Brazil. And my husband said, so what, now we are American citizens, so what we gonna do to give back this great country that gave us so much opportunity?
Yeah.
So then I told her, I have an idea. So let's do a nonprofit. Let's help girls to have the chance to do gymnastics, because it's such expensive, but even like the artistic gymnastics. So for my daughter, like for a trimester, I pay almost $1,000 for her to
very expensive,
for her.
yeah.
It is expensive.
You said even the clothing, right?
The clothes, the leotard for when you start like going upper levels, it's easily $500.
Wow.
One leotard. So the
Yeah.
apparatus, like it's like the hoop, like $40 per the tape, special tape to be pretty. It's more 30, and then the ribbon. So
Yeah.
it is a very, and then there is the when you are in a team here, you need to pay for the expenses of the coach to travel, the judges. You need to pay for the judges. You need to pay for your own. So my thing was like. We are missing a lot of talents that don't do the sport because they cannot afford it.
Yeah.
So let's create something where I can give scholarship for whoever wants to do. So that's why. So my husband said, "Oh, so let's do proper. Let's open a nonprofit organization, and let's start." So that was in the paper in October until I was waiting for my daughter in a ballet studio, and I saw that there was a studio open next to it because I didn't know how to start like the advertising, or it's hard because it's
from
almost
the ground up.
from ground up. So I saw, there is a studio open. So it was cheap. So I sent an email to the friends who want to start a rhythm gymnastics class. And well, what is that? What is that? We don't know. So I started talking the sport, and I started with 5 girls in class. And a very like intimate, like, and it is how every club starts for rhythm gymnastics.
Sure.
With 5 girls, with 3 girls in a little studio. And then it pick up in the community because it's such a beautiful sport. The girls get the kick out of the ribbons. It's beautiful. You put a ribbon in the hands of a girl, they sparkle their eyes. So, and then they start to see their body improving, flexibility, strength, and everything, and plus the apparatus handling. Start mouth to mouth. So now today on the program I have 32 girls.
Wow. So from 5 it went to 32.
So February this year I started giving classes, and now I did a rhythm gymnastics awareness show here in Greenwich on the Civic Center. It was really nice when the community came. It was more than 100 people there, and I invite clubs from Brooklyn because Brooklyn, there is a very strong community of like the rhythm gymnastics because a lot of Russians. So Russians
so
know
they have the tradition
of rhythm
in the
gymnastics.
sports,
In Russian, rhythm gymnastics is celebrity. Go to like a cover of like they are really the thing. So it's a sport that like Brazil has soccer.
Yeah. In Russia,
rhythm gymnastics. So that's why they produce like amazing athletes because it's known. It's known and they are famous. So that's what I'm trying to achieve here. So create awareness for rhythm gymnastics. And
so you talked about the 3 basic principles, right?
My goal was H.O.P.E. H.O.P.E, that's a Humanitarian Organization for Physical Education. I didn't want to name in the foundation anything rhythmic gymnastics specific because my goal is to spread to other Olympic sports, where
that
not only girls,
very well known.
not very very well known. Like my next goal, rhythm gymnastics is growing really well. So I'm also giving like a lesson in Riverside Elementary School and Cobb Elementary School. So the reach of the foundation now, I have more than 60 families that is being touched just this trimester, just the fall semester.
That's amazing.
For rhythm gymnastics. And as we spread the knowledge, so I'm planning on getting the growing competition. So the 3 goals is to get the rhythm gymnastics more popular and more popular. Get a team for girls to compete on regionals, nationals, and the parents and the families see is a really truly very difficult sport and a sport that get rewards, and we travel, we do the travels and everything. And the most important is to give scholarships and to help unprivileged girls to do the sport and to create like perhaps an afternoon program. So that's my long-term goal is to have the girls coming after school, having a snack, train the amount that they need to train, have dinner and go home. That's my goal, not only for rhythm gymnastics, but for that we need sponsors, we need to get the rhythm gymnastics and the other sport more well known and H.O.P.E. So that's everything, and everything is helping fast. I'm really amazed when I was so behind when you are in a purpose. It seems that I should have been doing that for a long time because everything comes so easily.
Yeah, no, that's
Everything
fantastic.
is coming really,
So-
really well.
We will continue to talk. I find this fascinating, and we will be right back after this. So stick with us. We will come back right after the break. And welcome back to I Am with Eric Faria. So I'm just going to jump right in with Bibiana. So you were mentioning that all the work that you do with Hope, it's done with volunteers,
Yes.
correct?
So I'm really happy that I have like a team of volunteers. So I was able, so friends that really believe in the idea. So not me or the other coach and the volunteers. I have two teenager volunteers that come. One of them, my niece, that she's a cheerleader, and so she helps me. So all the money that comes for Hope is to provide the expenses of the foundation, renting, and to give scholarships for
yeah.
the girls.
Oh.
So that's the main purpose. So it is my volunteer work.
Right,
and
that's
all the girls.
excellent. So good. So before we wrap up, I know that your daughter is going to show us some things and you're going to talk about the apparatus. So just before we go, if you had to say, since the name of the show is I Am, if I asked you, Bibiana, who are you today? What would be your answer?
Well, I am a mother. So foremost, I am mother of Marcus Amanda, and I am a wife, and now I'm starting to be a coach again. So now I'm training and preparing myself to be a coach. So as the foundation, I'm learning this new role in my life. So when I get a hold of me, a mom, so now I have a new baby, that's Hope. So I guess I can say that I'm starting to learn how to be a coach.
That's fantastic. So thank you so much for being
thank
here.
you for having me.
Yeah, it was so good, right? It went by very fast.
Very fast.
So we're going to wrap up, but then when we come back, we're going to talk about the apparatus, and then Amanda is going to show us a few movements.
Okay, so this is Amanda Pinto, my daughter. She's sitting in her split. So rhythm gymnastics, they are really bendy. So you can see she can go bend over and grab her leg. So this is called like a split, bend over. So now she can go to the chest stand. And she can go move forward, go, touch the ground, and go back. Good job. Nice, Amanda. Good job. So now she can grab my hand, stand up, and raise your leg over there. Turn this way, this leg up. The other leg up. So pick up this leg on your pick up. Go straight, straight, straight. Pull, 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 pull. Good job. So now come from there, go down. That's it. Go on your elbows and roll back. Good job. So this is the beginning. Amanda is just 5. She started when she was 3. So now she's really bent. She has come here. Show your point. Come here. Let me see. So that's what I was talking about. What the other one? Point. So Amanda has. See, she has like a very, really, go, point the toe. That's it. So the apparatus, you can see this. So the apparatus, this is the famous ribbon. Amanda, senta direitinho no crisscross. So this is the ribbon. So the toss, and so this is the most famous apparatus that we do a lot of things. So this is the jump rope that we also do many tricks. It's not only for jump. So this is the rope. So this is the ball. You can see that. So this is the ball. The ball you can. So it's done for many things. Amanda, you can sit. So that is like the. And this is the hoop. It's not a hula hoop. So the hoop, you do a lot of different things as well. The tosses. So this is the clubs. The clubs as well. You can do a lot of, perform a lot of. So this is like. It's a pity that we don't have more space to show more things. So that's it. So that's the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like the 5 apparatus that a rhythm gymnast needs to be proficient. By 10, 11 years old, they need to master really well the 5 apparatus, plus all the flexibility, all the ballet skills and everything. So that's like the most important. They start early and they train at least every day, 3 hours a day. So when we can get that, nowadays with the girls are like everybody's so it's like any other sport. If you want to be good in it, you need to dedicate a whole chunk of your life to it. And that's it. There's a lot of videos. So our website is www.hopegymnastic.org, and there you can have a lot of information. That is like what rhythm gymnastics is, and learn more about I have like a Facebook page for H.O.P.E Rhythm Gymnastics as well, and I always share and do a lot of videos and what are we going on with H.O.P.E, and we are exciting. So early on the program, we are already preparing some gymnasts to participate in a competition in January, and another one near Boston. And I am also trying to the Rhythm Gymnastics Awareness Day again in May 19, that I invited the whole community to come and watch the girls perform live. So it's very exciting. Everything really going super fast, and I can see the girls. I think to be with the girls in competition, this early, they're gonna get really hooked on sport and see what it is.